Hi, this is Tom Malone, and this is Week 6 discussion board for Advanced Ballistics BBS 200. The question was to interview, if possible, somebody that you know who casts their own buckshot or slug. I do know someone who used to do it, so I talked to him a little bit at the gun club. His name's Dave. He stopped about 10 years ago. He's getting on. He's about 65, 70 now, and he doesn't have the time for it. So, but advantages are you can customize your load. Overall, in the long run, your cost will be less, and it really is a good hedge against a shortage or banning of that type of ammunition. So, getting back to the customize your loads, you can pick your powder, you can pick your hull, you can pick your wad, and you make your own shot or slug. So you can really pick something and experiment with different loads that works really good in your shotgun. So those are really the advantages. And again, like I said, overall the cost would be less, and it's a hedge against any kind of shortages or hoarding on the market. Disadvantages are, time. It takes time to do that. You're investing a lot of time in developing, just doing the R&D and developing the load. So, that is a part that, nobody really thinks about most of the time until they start getting into customizing their own loads, and they realize, there's a scientific aspect to this which requires research, and it requires measuring, and it requires record keeping, and all those things. So, that's a lot of time and effort, not only on the press and out in the field, but it's time and effort at the table with a calculator. Your startup costs are going to be a little bit higher. You got to get the lead melting pot, you got to get the casts, and you may want to change them, buy new ones and different ones. So those, every time you buy a new cast or a bigger melting pot, the cost goes up. So that's a disadvantage, as well as the lead. You're working with hot molten lead in most cases, or some kind of lead and with a tin antimony in it. So it's hot lead, and not to mention the fumes and all the PPE, personal protective equipment, like proper eye protection, face protection, breathing protection, apron, gloves, all those things you're going to need. So that's the way he explained it to me, and I would say that's about the same. And if I just draw a parallel here, it's about the same as if you're casting your own bullets, essentially. You have to go through all the same precautions and research and development, test and evaluation that you would need to. But overall, advantages, like I said, would cost less. You can make your own, so you'll never run out if you have the components. Disadvantages are really time, startup cost, and the safety aspect. Thanks.